With professional.
Last week, does anyone remember what Patricia talked to us about last week?
Made in his image, fashioned for relationship.
Yes, good job. She talked about
relationships.
She did talk about relationships.
Remember to that.
You're right. So, and this series is talking about being made in His image. Last week was our first lesson, and we talked about relationship. And this week we're going to talk about creativity. Because we are made in God's image, we are. Say what? Twins.
Yeah,
Can I have some water?
No.
I'm thirsty.
Okay. So we are made in His image, and we are created. So first, we're going to do read a scripture, and then we'll do an exercise. So someone read Genesis 1.
Here, I'll read it.
26 through 27.
Genesis
1.
How does this pen work?
I don't have one.
This is broken.
Genesis 1, 26 through 27.
Oh, it's a bending pencil.
You broke the last one.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
probably shouldn't do that.
Probably not. Genesis chapter 1.
Then God said,
Hold on. Genesis chapter. Are we all there that's getting there?
Yep.
Alright, go.
Alright, then God said, let us make man in our image, according to our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the earth, and over the cattle, over it all. The earth and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. So God created man in His own image. The image of God, He created male and female, He created them.
Okay, Kaylin, summarize that scripture for us.
I'm busy eating.
We're busy eating while we need to pay attention.
Why am I dropping on the Bible?
Well, we need to pay attention. Let's go ahead and find Genesis chapter 1, verse 26.
I'll summon.
Okay.
Say what?
I'll summon.
No,
Today we're doing money and time.
No, fashion for creativity.
No, you're in the wrong series.
Wait, what is it?
Oh yeah, we're doing
Yes.
fashion
This is trash can.
for creativity.
Wait, what is it?
Oh, it's sorry.
Genesis chapter 1, 26 through 27.
On the screen.
I've been reading it, I've read almost all of it.
Creativity is a talent we all possess.
Yeah. Oh, it's reading.
Yeah, that was really good.
One, what again? I forgot.
Yeah,
Blessing, a ability, strength.
One and what, Colby?
Huh?
It's on the screen.
126 and 27.
Oh. Okay. Do I have to read it again?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Then God said, let us make man in our own image according to our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. So God created man in His own image. In the image of God He created him. Male and female He created them.
Okay, so what is that saying?
God made everything.
God made everything in His own image.
Yes.
Created everything in His image.
No, it didn't say He created
Including the
everything.
fish.
Created man in His image.
He created man in His image,
Man in His
and we were created to have dominion over everything else that He created. So the main point of tonight's lesson is we are creative individuals because God was creative. And we are made in His image, so we're creative. And also, failure is a part of growth. So those are the two things I want us to hit home tonight. And I want to read a story, and then we'll go into our exercise. It says, while on Mount Sinai, God spoke with Moses about many things. In addition to giving him the commandments written on tables of stone, God also instructed Moses on his plan for a tabernacle in the wilderness. This tabernacle would serve as a place for God's presence to connect with humanity. The components of the tabernacle would be intricate in their design, elaborate in their materials, and creative in their composition. But who would oversee the construction of such an ornate and essential place? God spoke to Moses about one man in particular. His name was Bezalel. Who has heard of Bezalel?
Nope.
No? Me neither before I read this. So, this man was of the tribe of Judah, God told Moses that he had blessed Bezalel with special creative gifts and abilities. He also spoke to Moses about another individual who would help Bezalel. This individual had also been blessed with God-given creative abilities. In fact, there was a host of individuals, both men and women, who were elevated to a place of service because of the skills and talents they had been blessed by God to receive. It was this man that he had the ability to make artistic design with gold, silver, and bronze. He was also given the ability to cut and set precious stones, to work with wood, and to construct all kinds of artistic crafts. The Lord had given Bezalel the skill to do all kinds of work as an engraver, designer, embroiderer, and weaver. Additionally, God filled him with the ability to teach others to do many of the same things he could do. It was the work of this man and those he managed that produced the thick, heavy, beautiful curtains that outline the holy place. It was this man and his team who crafted the table of showbread, the altar of incense, the golden candlestick, and the other precious items of the tabernacle. It was their God-given creative ability that produced the golden ark of the covenant with its cherubim hovering over the mercy seat. So basically, God needed someone to kind of oversee creating this tabernacle. And while Moses was the leader, he may have not had the skills necessary to do that. So God instructed him to get Bezalel and said, hey, you're in charge of this. You have all of these talents and these gifts, and you're creative. So use that creative ability for God's kingdom. So what do you guys think this man's life was before he was instructed to do this? What do you think his life was like?
Like boring.
Boring? Okay.
Everyday usual.
Okay. What do you think, what type of stuff was he probably doing?
Creating like new stuff like the pyramids.
The pyramids? Okay, I don't know if he created the pyramids, but he may have been
I
doing
have a question.
something.
He probably built the
What are
structure.
those big like lion things, the Egyptian heads called?
The cats.
Lions.
No, they're in Egypt. They're
The
not.
Sphinx.
They're like, yes.
Yeah.
Sphinx.
Okay, so we need to prepare just like Bezalel. I'm sure before he was ever assigned to do this, he had to practice his craft. Whether it was embroidering or carpentry or cutting stones or whatever it was, he had to get good at that so that God could use him.
I would say Sunday.
So we have to get good so God can use our creativity as well. So our exercise is that I have a big old poster board out there with paint stuff. And we're going to test your creativity. So one at a time, you're going to go out there and you're going to draw a piece of a picture.
A piece
And
of
then-
a picture.
Yes. And then the other person is going to go out and continue drawing your picture. And so, and then at the end of it all, we're going to see what the picture looks like. And
Sure.
who knows, and see what type of creativity you guys have together. So we can do it one way. We can either
I'll
do
go
it.
last.
You want to go last?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go second.
We can
I'm not
either
first.
do it where we have one round, so everyone gets to go out once, or we can have 2 rounds and everyone gets to go out twice.
She can
Yeah.
go
2
first and
rounds.
She can
Two
go
rounds?
first. And she's
Yeah,
in.
2 rounds.
So say
two
that you should go first.
Say what?
We should do 2 different pictures.
You want to do?
One on the front, one on the back.
Well, I have actual paint, so we can't do 2 different pictures.
Oh, it's
So do you have something to put on over our clothes? So you don't like get paint on it.
No, it's just a little paintbrush. You're fine.
Okay.
You got some extra popsicles.
Let's do 1 round.
It's okay. All right, let's
Do 2.
1 or 2.
2.
Let's do 2. Let's see how it goes.
Alright.
So, who wants to go first? Don't point.
Rob,
She's
paper,
new. She's
If
new.
you pointed, you can go first.
No,
Oh,
I don't know.
Rob, paper,
too
scissors.
bad, you're the
I'm
only
gonna go.
Does anyone want to go first?
The first one to lose, like has to go first.
I already called going last.
Okay, so
I'm not
me and
going
rock, paper, scissors were playing, and I'll go rock, paper, scissors with everyone.
No, let's just go.
Why don't you
Let's
just
just
go
you go first. Come on.
I'm not going first.
All right,
You
Mercedes.
whites.
Huh? Mercedes is gonna be out here,
You're
making
first.
sure-
They're not doing something.
What? What are you doing?
Eating the paint.
Oh.